I'm sure it looks gorgeous. And over in Cayuba, Manuel is turning 57. I guess he's one of our older listeners, eh? Well, feliz cumpleaños. I want all of you birthday raza out there to drink a DJ Perico. Because he's gonna drink a cold one for you. This next tune is for you guys. One more year above ground is always worth celebrating.
Check this spot out for intel. So these two Marines board a flight to Houston.
Marines and planes. This ought to be good.
No sooner had they settled down into their seats than an Army corporal comes down the aisle and took the seat next to him. So the corporal settles in, pulls off his boots, and gets comfortable. Now the two Marines take one look at this guy and decide they're gonna have a little fun. After the plane's in the air, the Marine in the window seat turns to the corporal. "Hey buddy," he says, "you mind grabbing a drink for me?" "No problem," the Army guy says, and hops up to get a drink from the flight attendant. While he's gone, the Marine takes one of the corporal's boots and spits in.
That's just nasty.
The corporal comes back with the Marine's drink. He's just getting comfortable again when the second Marine grins and says, "Hey man,
Shitballs.
That drink sure looks good. You mind getting one for me too?" And you know what? The corporal just grins. "You bet," he says, and hops right on up. As soon as he's gone, the Marine grabs the other boot and hawks a big old loogie right inside. The Marines sit back and enjoy their drinks. A couple hours later, the bird touches down. The corporal pulls on his boots. But right away, he knows what's happened. He turns to the jarheads, who are both giving him these shit-eating grins. How long must this go on? This hatred, this animosity, this spitting in boots and pissing in drinks.
Fucking hell.
So how brutal is Yuri and Polito's torture?
Still don't want to find out.
But I mean, obviously it's nothing as softball as waterboarding, right? I mean, we're talking permanent damage and death here.
They're also medically trained, so you have to figure there are some pharmaceuticals at work to keep their victims awake.
But see, back in the day, the real torturers didn't need drugs to keep their victims awake.
So
Enemy
they're
activity,
amateurs.
stay sharp. That's obvious from how few people survive their interrogations. A real torturer, a professional. He or she is in control. He or she understands what's needed. Yuri and Polito are sloppy. They get carried away. They do it for the fun of it, not because it's a job and not for the art. So yes, they're brutal, but not because they try to be. They're brutal because they're incompetent.
You got a dark side hidden under that smile, don't you?
¡Eso fue una puta explosión! ¡No me chingues! ¡Todos cúbranse!
Son of a
That guy's
bitch!
Eyes on Yuri and Polito.
¿Qué chingados esperas? ¡A partir de la madre con todo! ¡Vamos a enseñarles quién manda! ¡Disparen!
Thank you. Grenade, move! Got it. Man, if you shot straight, I wouldn't get fucked up.
They're on alert.
That's a kill.
Clear.
No seas baboso, pues. The human race has survived for like thousands of years. And if our senses were wrong, we would have been eaten by saber-toothed tigers like a long fucking time ago. Then Jaime says, but what about when you're high? At first I was like, man, what you talking about, way? But then I'm like, oh, mierda, you're right. When I'm all coked up, I don't see the same. My ears don't hear the same. Jaime's like, so which one's more true? The world you live in when you're high? Or the world you live in when you're sober? And, you know, I ain't been sober in so many fucking years. I don't even know how to answer them. Maybe neither is real. Maybe they're both real. I just talk the talk and spin the tunes that make your asses bounce. This next track, a classic from back when I was sober. It's for all you Bautas out there who have given up on sobriety and embraced a different version of truth.
That was close.
Hey, did you hear the Pentagon had too many generals, so they decided to get rid of some of them?
About damn time.
Well, somebody with the Joint Chiefs came up with the idea of offering $10,000 of severance pay for each inch of the general's body. The generals could be measured any way they chose. An Air Force general goes first. He's a smart guy, so he says he wants to be measured from head to toe. They measure him and come up with 70 inches, so he accepts a severance of $700,000. Next up was an Army general. This guy says he wants to be measured from the tip of his right finger to the tip of his left finger. The measurement comes out to 80 inches. The Army general smiles and takes a severance of $800,000. So the two generals are mighty damn pleased with themselves. But this Marine general's been watching the whole thing, and after a couple minutes, he steps up and says, "You pukes are gonna measure me from the tip of my dick to the bottom of my balls."
Man, Marine generals are kinky.
The men doing the measuring are confused. "Sir, are you sure you understand how this works?" "Just do it, maggot," the Marine general barks, and then he drops his trousers. Well, the two men get out the measuring tape, they steel their courage, and they get to work. So they start at the tip of his dick, but as they work their way down, they see the general's got no balls.
Plot twist.
One of the men says, "Sir, where are your balls?" "Left them back in Vietnam."
Location on a cartel resupply point here in Montauk. Looks like it provides most of the weapons and ammunition for the province. If we went in and destroyed those supplies, it would cripple cartel ops across the whole province.